just take your life. I'm chasing cake tonight. Trying running a little late tonight. This rapping shit always been my dream, and I finally made it. Why the fuck you still in the streets? You known across the nation. Lately I've been pulling moves and passing out plates. It's crazy. This shit we do to keep our people straight. My niggas feeling like I let them down. My biggest film. I love my niggas and.
Whole lot of motherfucking gang shit. Now we in this shit.
Yo.
I'm supposed to die tonight. Man, welcome back to No Pump Podcast. Back at it again. It's your boy Wellz in the shit.
Papa Steven and shit.
Floss in the building.
And you feel me?
Fucking minute, yo.
We've been inconsistent. OD inconsistent. I'm not gonna lie.
Inconsistent.
But the consistency is coming back. You feel me?
No, but hold on, because we haven't been inconsistent. We've been consistent, just not with the videos.
No, yeah,
We've been consistent for the brand though. You know.
Hold on. Look at the merch.
New merch on the way.
A lot of people show love out there for the hoodie.
Show mad love in the hoodie, man.
Keep showing love on the hoodie.
Keep the orders coming because we got more designs. We got more colors for y'all. We just gonna get this shit rolling. Honestly, we gonna have the No
Rolling.
Pump Nation. Nigga. We gonna have the No
Strolling.
Pump Nation.
Big clip, bro.
Like The Rock said, millions.
I'm supposed to die
millions.
now.
We gotta get that shit out of there. We gotta get this shit out of here, man.
You feel me? And of course,
I want everybody a No Pump merch.
I gotta see
Winter
everybody.
2023.
I'm not gonna lie.
everything. And guys, come on up here. You feel me?
No,
we gonna reach out to a few of y'all. Come up here, just tell y'all stories. Let us know what y'all do. Any entrepreneurs, small businesses, any rappers, singers,
Fucking
strippers,
anything, whatever you do, bro.
OnlyFans, anything, bro.
anything y'all do to hustle.
Whatever
Gymmers.
Whatever.
The
bro.
gymmers.
The gymmers.
Whatever for the bag. Whatever
That's
you
annoying,
do for the
you feel me?
bag, yo.
Come up here, talk to us. You feel me? There's a lot of things we gotta talk about. But
What are we talking about today?
we're gonna be bringing up conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theory.
So for those that don't know what conspiracy theories
Yeah.
are, they're hidden messages throughout shows or even movies that
There's a lot
people
of
like.
movies.
That some people, of course, they're theories, so they're not confirmed, but some are confirmed. For example, anything that was produced by Dan Schneider. Dan Schneider is like the one who made like iCarly. If niggas didn't know, iCarly, he was like mad perverted. He used to make he used to make Sam and Carly do like mad like weird, like inappropriate shit throughout the show.
And they were young as hell.
They was 16, 17. Like there'll be sometimes throughout the show where they'll make Sam or Carly do something, and you could tell by their face they were uncomfortable. And what else? What it was? And mind you, they were like 16, 17. 16, 17-year-olds, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Never. The little boy over there. It's my little guy right there. So, we're going to be mentioning a few conspiracy theories that y'all might or might not have known. For example, the iCarly one.
First one up, you got Willy Wonka.
Bro, that shit about to ruin my childhood.
So what niggas didn't really know was that Willy Wonka was a serial killer. So basically,
What the fuck, man?
you see how
What's crazy? I'm not gonna lie. I used to find Willy Wonka creepy as shit.
Nah, he does look creepy.
He's
I'm not
creepy.
gonna lie.
you see how he was like not phased at all by like all the accidents that happened in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all like they were already prepared.
That's confirmed though?
Yeah.
What the hell, nigga?
So basically, the Oompa Loompas were always ready with a prepared song and dance routine as each child faced their fate.
I heard that the golden ticket,
Hell no.
You see,
he chose.
Every time there was an accident,
Yeah,
they
I
always have
remember.
a dance and a song for it.
And supposedly that.
Fuck
Do you see the golden ticket? That it was he specifically chose who he gave the golden ticket to. Because don't forget, he was the one in the store giving out the chocolates. So the kid that he wanted to have the golden ticket, he would give them the golden ticket.
And basically, like, the golden ticket was like you want to die.
Yeah, like you would just come in and then you'll witness like everything that goes on. And if you were lucky, you would come out alive or fuck the food adivinen.
That's fucking
Next up, y'all watch Iron Man?
Of course we watch Iron Man.
Of course.
We ain't watch that shit.
So, Peter Parker was basically like the little kid in the mask in Iron Man 2.
Peter Parker? Spider-Man?
What little kid in the
What
mask?
little kid?
You never seen that little kid in the mask? In the movie?
Oh yeah, remember the kid? Oh, yeah. That's
Was he-
but
he
which
was?
Iron Man was that?
Iron Man 2. This
I
one.
think I remember, bro.
This Iron Man.
You heard the SpongeBob one?
Nah.
So the SpongeBob one was basically, y'all see how Mrs. Puff was the driving instructor?
Yeah.
There was an episode where y'all remember when SpongeBob and Patrick went to like this glove world thing,
Yeah.
and it was mad creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he stood by a wall, on the wall there was a wanted sign, and on the wanted sign was Mrs. Puff. And in one of the episodes, you could see that on the license it says Mrs. Puff, but that's her alias. So basically, she would like skip towns, so the cops wouldn't catch her.
Keep changing her name.
Yeah, and keep changing her name. So she was a criminal, and there was an episode where she says, "I have to get out of here," because SpongeBob drove her so crazy. She was like, "I have to get out of here," because she felt like she was gonna get caught up, and she was also sick of SpongeBob. So she's basically a criminal.
Oh, D.
That shit is insane, because you know Mrs. Puff. Who would think that Mrs. Puff is a criminal? But they showed clips of when SpongeBob was by that wall, and on the wall it was just a wanted sign. And the drawing, you see how like cops draw out. They asked the victims, "Oh, what does the person look like?" And they drew it out, and it's Mrs. Puff.
But
That's crazy.
isn't there hella conspiracies about fucking Barney?
Yeah, Barney was a child predator.
Yeah, some shit like that. Some crazy shit.
Yeah, he would attract the
seen
kids.
some shit like that,
Name
bro.
my Barney, nigga.
Yeah,
That's some
he would attract the
crazy
kids,
shit, yo.
and have fun with them, and at the end he would eat them.
Yeah, bro, some crazy shit. On some
What the
crazy
heck?
nigga, this nigga too, the nigga from Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, Chucky.
There's some crazy ass shit about that nigga too.
You never heard the Home Alone shit?
The Home Alone one.
Nigga, the Home Alone one, it was basically the kid grew up to be Jigsaw from the movie.
What the fuck? How though?
So
But those are
according to the
scenes.
theory, is one scene in particular, right, where Kevin hallucinates the furnace as a monster in the Home Alone.
I
Hey, yo.
watched that shit so long.
Like he made it. He thought that it was a monster in the shit called like the fireplace.
What
But in reality, it was Jigsaw.
And in reality,
Nah, he must have been off some perks. You think he was off some perks?
and then in the Jigsaw, he burned
the
somebody.
pit.
He burned someone alive in the.
And the fireplace showed up.
Damn.
Ding.
And they have like the same appearance, just older. And Jigsaw. That's just crazy, bro. There's a lot of fucking movies. There's a Toy Story one too.
The conspiracy theories to me is like, if they're not confirmed, don't get me wrong, they mad interesting. But like, if
It's
they're not
just interesting
confirmed, how the
to think
hell?
about. It's interesting to think about because
Like,
it's
you
like, yo,
remember-
what if like these are your childhood movies, shows, bro? What if this shit actually real?
You remember Sid from Toy Story?
Yeah.
This nigga?
Of course.
He grew up to be the garbage man in Toy Story 3.
But that's just like growing up, basically. That's
Yeah,
the
like it's just weird shit. Like people won't really.
It's
know.
just really theories that. There's a hella theories.
Nah, that Barney one got me shook.
But anyway.
The Barney shit.
Yeah, why you think there's a. You see
Nah,
how
'cause
people,
I
you see
think
the
that-
Barney song?
I forgot who it was. I think it was Demi Lovato or Selena Gomez actually talked about it.
You know the
Okay.
Barney song, the.
You love me.
I love you.
you.
Yeah.
There's the evil version of it. I forgot what it was like. I hate you, you hate me. It's something.
Some
he's gonna
shit
eat
like
you.
that.
He's gonna eat you like towards the end of that shit. Nigga, the conspiracy theories throughout some
Bro,
of the
I
shit is
I
crazy.
seen that shit on Instagram. They came out with that shit that they was gonna leak hella shit about that shit that he was.
There's-
That
Wait,
shit
but either
actually
way,
true.
it's a show though. It's not real.
It's just like the Fairly Odd Parents.
Nah, but they was really gonna leak some
What,
shit.
what you mean the fairy odd parent?
Y'all never heard the Fairly Odd Parents? So you see how, like in the beginning, so basically you see how his parents, like, didn't really pay much mind to him.
Mhm.
It's because he was adopted. If you could see, Wanda and Cosmo are his really odd parents, but that's because those are his actual parents, but they died. So he was adopted. So that's why the parents that he lives with is his adopted family. As you see, they don't really pay much mind to him. They don't really care. They leave him with Vicky, even though they have a clue of what's happening because he always complaining about her. So basically, Wanda and Cosmo are his real parents. If you look, Wanda and Cosmo look just like Timmy. So those are his real parents, but they died. So when he got adopted in, you see how at 18 you lose your fairly odd parents?
Uh-huh.
That's because once you're 18, you're not a minor no more. You move out.
Yeah.
Type shit.
But his real parents stood by him, which are Wanda and Cosmo. That's why every wish his parents will provide everything for him, which are his fairly odd parents.
Y'all watch Finding Nemo?
Nemo, yeah.
It says that Nemo was imaginary. It was just Martin trying to cope with his wife's death. Like, he wasn't real at all.
So Nemo was never born. Imagine.
So imagine going on a search for a fish that it's not even real.
Nigga was fucking swimming.
Nah, that's crazy.
This woman is swimming.
There's conspiracy theories that Elvis is still alive.
There's conspiracy theories that Pac's still alive.
To be honest, so
Tupac's still
Elvis,
alive.
You think Pac alive?
Yeah.
they say they got
He in
pictures of
Cuba,
him
beeping.
in Cuba,
Chilling.
smoking like cigars. But the Elvis one, so
There's a real. I've seen the Elvis one.
the Elvis one basically is. So y'all know how Elvis died? Elvis died on a toilet of constipation. He couldn't shit, so he died. But supposedly there's a mental hospital. I forgot where it was located, the mental hospital. But there's a mental hospital where there's a guy who claims to be Elvis. He says every time, "I am Elvis Presley. I am Elvis Presley." And if you look at the guy, he looks just like Elvis Presley. Obviously a little older because you age.
Yeah.
But he looks just like Elvis Presley. But they won't try to confirm that because you're in a mental hospital. And when you're in a mental hospital,
believes him.
nobody's gonna believe you because you can say anything and until the investigation is actually done. But since he's claimed dead already, they don't want to look into it. And then out of nowhere, just somebody reappeared.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm trying to show you the picture.
Because he didn't have a thing. He didn't have an open casket funeral. He had a closed casket funeral. So where would his body be? You wanna put it down? That shit is wrong.
He really.
So
So he
he-
could choose that.
What
Like,
you mean?
if it's open casket or
It
closed.
depends up to your family.
Oh.
It depends up to your family and also
And there's
depends
some
on the
people that
situation.
If it's too, like if you die crazy, like car crashes usually have closed caskets.
Not yet.
Because
Close,
your
yeah.
'Cause you
body
see-
parts are everywhere.
Because during funerals, you usually allow the person who's setting up the funeral to put makeup on you and make you look nice. But if you're in a car accident or if your body's not
It's
found,
nice.
it's just a
Yeah,
closed casket.
Yeah, I understand.
There's a guy that he was supposedly buried with his legs up. That's how he died. Like his legs were frozen up.
That's crazy.
What?
You
Nah,
know what
I
it
heard
That's crazy.
there's also one the death. It was an obese person. It was like 700 pounds. They couldn't close his casket, so they had to wait until his body like deteriorated.
is? Seriously.
Oh, that's all.
So then you
That's
they
all?
Oh,
you
no,
said?
no, I said, oh, that's crazy, nigga.
Oh.
so like for a few days, where his casket was held, they would smell the dead body because of how it's deteriorating and
Oh, my
everything.
God.
And then after when he was skinny enough or like his body was done enough to where they could close it, that's when they buried him.
Damn. So that probably took months.
Yeah, so they smell like you know when people walk into like a body, or when if people walk into a house where there's a dead body for a long time, it stinks. They said that it stunk so bad that nobody wanted to get around the area.
Bro,
Cause imagine 700 pounds,
imagine,
and when
nigga.
you die, you shit yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
So just imagine all that stuff in his body. Imagine if he ate like a 20 piece with a Big Mac before his death, and that shit still hasn't came out.
Nah, bro.
20 piece. He's 700 pounds. Nah, he not eating on 20 piece.
No, that was the first meal. That was the warm up.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
that's
snack.
the pregame.
Nigga
It's
said
not.
pregame.
That's the pre-workout.
Look, I'm not joking about no depths, nothing. It's just you feel me.
Pregame.
That's it's the truth. Cause, Tupac, I don't know about Tupac.
I don't think he alive. I think he dead, bro.
Cause but did they ever have a funeral? You know who's the only person that can know? Jada. We gotta hit up Will Smith.
Tupac.
Bro,
Did he have a funeral? Did he have a closed casket though?
Cause
there's a lot of people that think he's alive, though.
I don't know. They said that about everybody though.
Yeah, they do.
Why? Wait, but
Because
why
they
out
literally
of
say
all-
that about MJ, too. It literally every.
They say Michael Jackson is dead.
No, a lot.
Well, alive, yeah.
But
Both.
Tupac was cremated.
So that's where that comes from. They say he's alive because how you know that's his?
He was supposedly spread it in his mom's garden.
Yeah. So how they know that? How they gonna know that?
He said, I don't.
How you gonna know that's his ashes? Well, how about if they just burnt wood and then just, yeah, let me mash this up real quick.
There was a rumor supposedly that he paid a cop off. I heard that he paid a cop off.
To
like
say-
the cop.
to figure
I
that.
think there was a
fake
rumor.
it.
Well, not a rumor, but the cop said that was at the scene that he was completely conscious, and he told him "fuck you." He told the cop "fuck you."
But yeah, then again, you got shot, so you could be delirious. You could be conscious but delirious.
Yeah, but you know he was on some thug life shit.
Well, okay, you could be delirious. You probably didn't know it was a fucking cop. You probably just said "fuck you."
Nah, he know it's cop.
He knows the cop.
Because then you can say the same thing about Biggie.
Well,
That Biggie's alive.
Biggie had a
'Cause he-
funeral though.
Yeah. But okay.
Huh?
Okay. What that mean? He was
Yeah,
conscious
funeral.
when he was found. He
Yeah,
died in the
but he had
hospital.
a funeral,
He died in the hospital.
but he had a funeral, my brother. And people saw his body.
Who saw his body? You saw it?
It was an open casket.
I don't know. The theories be too like how you know like
Nah,
there's a
if it was
picture of
open
Rihanna and
casket, you
Tupac.
can-
If you was open the casket, it's obviously you, bro.
I don't know. There's pictures with Rihanna and Tupac.
Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. They cremated him, but how do we know that's his body that got
That's what
cremated?
I'm saying. Tupac could be alive.
Him, yes.
Tupac is alive. Cause they got a picture of Rihanna and him. That not too long ago got put up. Yeah, y'all ain't see that? It was Rihanna and Tupac right next to each other.
Nah.
Yeah, sitting down
I see that shit.
at a table. Yeah, look it up. Look it up.
Bro, but
I'm trying to tell ya.
imagine if he like came back out of nowhere and
Imagine.
yo, can you imagine
He
that?
dropped a diss track on everybody.
He'll fucking yo.
He going to jail.
No, yeah,
He's up.
that's illegal.
Nah, I heard if you fake your death
He going to jail.
after 7 years, you could come back. You just have to come back at a different alias.
Oh, nigga, but this was for the movie. This not really Tupac.
No, but there's an actual one, brother.
No, bro, it's for the movie, bro.
No, there was a different. That's not that one. It's like in black and white. Look at the black and white. No, not that one. They're at a table. They're sitting at a table. It's Rihanna on the right side. In our point of view, Rihanna's on the right side. Tupac's on the left side.
I just don't think so, bro. I think.
Because Rihanna was in the movie, the All Eyes on Me shit.
Oh,
That's why. I'll tell you what, I hate you came out.
I think.
Nah, but
You think he's dead?
Yeah.
let me
Nah.
let me tell you something about something.
Ugly.
So the other day, it was last week. There was on the news, active shooter in Newark. It was a sniper. So this nigga was shooting niggas.
Oh yeah, I seen that. The
It
cop
was-
got shot.
It was a top
Sniper,
A
nigga?
sniper,
active
nigga.
sniper in Newark, right down the block. He
Hey,
was
me, bro?
active shooter. And so they posted it, and I'm like, oh shit. So then, so I work in New York. So when I went to New York, what I had to do, and while we're leaving. So when you're leaving, obviously you gotta hop on a bridge. So I was going through a lower level, and before you enter the bridge, on top there's a little bridge. You see, obviously. So they close out that bridge, and you see cops up there with binoculars and and snipers. And my dumbass, I put my hand out the window. I'm like, hey! And then I realized they had a sniper and binoculars. So I'm guessing they were looking through like the highway, because supposedly at the same time there was a shooter in Newark, there was a shooter in New York as well. So nigga, this is shooters everywhere. I ain't been laughing.
Damn, yo.
Nah, snipers on the bridge is crazy.
So not
Nah, yeah,
cops
but
had a
that
sniper.
day that we went to the Bronx, remember we saw?
Yeah,
We saw hella military helicopters. Yo, like
there was
four
four military choppers
right
flying.
over the bridge.
They don't play that shit.
Nigga,
Play
I don't
that
know what
shit.
they were looking for, but
Nah,
the
sniper in
whole
Newark is
bridge,
crazy though.
They don't play
yeah,
that.
that shit right there.
A sniper in Newark is.
But supposedly they
who
caught
the
him.
fuck has a sniper?
You gotta be
You have to be a
actual
tryhard.
Yeah, I never heard
try
on-
hard.
Speaking of like snipers and shit, so there was they called him a serial killer. So basically, his wife had cheated on him, so he was planning on killing his wife. But before killing his wife, he said he wanted to practice. So basically,
Practice.
he got
I hate to be his friend.
he got in the trunk of a car. Like he sat in the trunk of a car and he had a driver. The guy was driving normally. And you see how the headlights, you could pop them out. Like if you're in a situation where you have to escape. So you pop out the headlights. So basically what he did was pop out the headlights and he had the vision, like he could see everything outside. So every person that was walking by, as the person was driving, he killed them. He killed probably like 8-9 people before like he actually got caught. So he never even got to kill his girlfriend.
So all that practice from that.
He killed all those. It was like 8-9 people he killed before the cops actually found out who it was.
You ever heard about the youngest convicted kids?
It wasn't.
2 10-year-olds.
They killed their parents, right?
What?
Nah. They killed a 2-year-old boy in the mall.
Oh nah.
How they killed him though?
They abducted him, and then body was found 2 days later on railroad tracks.
A 10-year-old, bro.
His body was so like fucked up that they couldn't even reveal his actual reason of death. 2 10-year-olds. It was 2 brothers.
What the hell?
There was high schoolers. 2 high schoolers. They went to jail because they killed their Spanish teacher because they had bad grades.
I seen that.
It was like 15, I think it was like 15, 16-year-olds.
Yeah, I seen
2
that.
of them. They killed their Spanish teacher because their Spanish teacher gave them a bad grade.
Yeah, I seen that. That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah. And there's another girl. She had 3 kids and killed them. Well, she killed one of them upon arrival. Her other one suffered a stroke, and the other one was paralyzed from the waist down. And it was because she had a crazy obsession with this man. But she did the man didn't like her kids.
Oh nah.
So she killed him and drove him to the hospital and dropped them off there.
What the?
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things in this world. Like there was another one. His name was something Mason. Something Mason. There's pictures of him. He's a fat guy. So basically, what happened is his wife was a drug addict. So one day he went to work, and when he came back, his wife has taken his kids. They had left the house. Like, mind you, she's a drug addict, so she took his kids. So then he went on in like a rage. So then he saw 2 people. So basically, he went to the family of his wife and asked her, "Oh, where she is?" They didn't tell her. They didn't tell him, and he killed them. And what he would do is he'll kill them, and he'll keep the juiciest part of their bodies in his fridge. So he killed that one person, and then he went on a spree, and he would kill like prostitutes. So he killed like 4 or 5. I think it was like 4 or 5 before the cops found them. But the cops never found the bodies. But the only thing they ever found was the body parts in the fridge.
Parts.
Hey, oh, wait.
That's what you said.
Yeah, no, because that's how they explained it. The juiciest parts of the person's body, he would chop it up, put it in his fridge, and then he'll dump the bodies. The cops, they arrested him, but they never found the bodies. So he got life in jail, which is basically you're dying with no chance of parole.
Yeah, it's
Niggas
the
in love with
first.
that. Niggas is in love with that Jeffrey Dahmer dog right now.
The first Australian woman to be given life without parole. She stabbed her husband to death, then skinned him, and cooked it for her kids, and had her kids sit at each like different parts of the body were different chairs in the seat, and she made them sit on different chairs and fed them their dad.
Oh nah.
Some weird ass shit.
What the fuck,
bro?
Then
It's on, bro. What happened to a good, nice steak? Like, fuck.
Nah,
Never heard about the alphabet murders?
Alphabet
Murders.
I heard of that, but I don't recall much of it.
So there was a guy, he raped, strangled, and killed 3 young girls. One was Carmen Colon in Churchville.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was Michelle Maenza and Macedon, and Wanda Walkowitz and Webster.
Maldito nombre.
So he made sure that each killing that he did was first, last name, and city they lived in were all the same letter.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Sick
Yo,
ass
they say
You're sick.
they say
Sick, bro.
like I watch a hella cop shows and
I
shit
don't
like
watch
that.
none of this.
There's a
bullshit.
show. It's called is it NCIS? No, it's not NCIS. It's a show. So
CSI.
basically, it's one of those where they look for serial killers in every episode. So in every episode they say serial killers.
Catching murderers.
No, it's a show. It's a show that they play on TV. It's fake.
Oh.
But they go through everything.
Yeah.
So the profilers say serial killers, yeah, they do murder, but they're one of the smartest people.
Of course.
At least the successful
Of
ones.
course they got.
Because what serial killers do is they come up with a routine. Like there was one, I think it was called. It was a girl. So basically, she would leave her mark every time. So when she killed somebody, she would kiss them. She had red lipstick, like very bright red lipstick. So every time she killed them, there was a certain way she would kill them, and then she'll kiss them, and leave her mark. So then for years, they see these kisses, and then finally they finally found her. But every serial killer, they plan everything out to the T. That shit is crazy.
Yo, there was some guy. He shot and killed a woman in his apartment, and then he ate her in between 2 days because he wanted to absorb all her beauty.
Damn, in 2 days?
He ate her whole body in 2 days. Because he wanted to absorb her beauty, her whole beauty.
A human, bro. Like that's not crazy.
But there's actually insane people in this world.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy to me is we could be in a mall. We could be in a mall walking, and one of those crazy people could be right next to us. They probably just haven't exploded yet.
Literally.
Because to really think about it,
I could be.
You won't get arrested.
There's a 71-year-old Russian woman who murdered and ate at least 11 people from 2000 to 2015.
That cannibalism shit is crazy.
Like, you have to be
eating a fucking person, bro. Like
I seen a girl who got arrested because her baby was crying so much.
He ate it? She ate it?
No, she boiled oil.
Oh.
She heated up oil and poured it on the baby.
Oh, nah.
And the baby died.
Oh, nah.
And then there was another one.
You gotta be.
The boyfriend got caught cheating. So she chopped up his dick, cooked it, and fed it to him. And then she got arrested.
Chopped up his dick.
So she cut his dick off.
Cut his shit,
So
nigga.
how he didn't notice?
What? No, he didn't notice.
Oh, no, he noticed.
She forcibly fled it to him. And then the cops don't know.
Some brolic ass.
Nigga.
How you
Girl
get
even get
banned?
close to me with some harsh, with some
banned
like
handled like
crazy
that?
shit. She getting hit with some hot shit.
There was this
Oh, God, nigga.
these
We should
murder
have seen a
scenes.
girl come at you
What
running
the
with a knife.
fuck? Slow for you. You dying? You dying?
Oh, you died.
I'm dying. One of the two. What the fuck?
Must have thrown my legs at her. She better cut my legs.
There
There was
was,
some hot shit. She
What
went
else?
for 500 pounds on one leg. Both.
there was another one. It was kids. So the kid, I think the kid was like, so basically his parents didn't do something for him. His parents mistreated him or something.
Mm-hmm.
So at night, he grabbed the axe. And while they were sleeping, he swung at his mom, and he like killed her. So he hit it right in the head.
Damn.
And then the dad woke up and tried to run. Don't run,
Oh,
don't
that
trip.
fue.
He tripped. Se fue. So then what he did for 3 days, he just like he left him there. And then like when they were trying to call his parents and things like that, and they weren't picking up. Somebody came over. Somebody had came over and they weren't knocking. So they got worried. So then they barged into the house, and when they looked around, throughout the walls, there was like blood marks, like through every wall in the house. It was like blood marks, and like I guess he was like, he would go and like try to move them and stuff like that, have blood in his hands, and then he walk out. You know, when you walk out, some of them niggas be like wobbly from all that blood they seeing, and they get like dizzy. So he was like touching every single wall. So when they walked in, they see all the paint, like the blood marks. So they walk to the room and they see the body was like, it was
Decapitated.
some of them were the bodies were decapitated, but then the body parts were chopped up.
Oh, dude.
To
But
even think
there's actually sick people, bro, in this world.
to even think of shit like that, it's crazy.
And there was a woman. She'll only kill girls, and then but the way she'll kill them is like by like making them go insane. So she'll put them like in a, you see like those containers that our mom sends to DR, like the blue shits.
The big shits, yeah.
She'll put someone in there with a GoPro and put like a speaker in there, put like insane music, like horror shit, and just record their whole death until they go insane in there.
Oh no, that's crazy. There was
Shit like that.
I seen it was a comedian. It was a Japanese live stream. It's the most viewed live stream ever. It was a Japanese comedian, and you know how on the radio they'd be like, "Oh, call this number and you call the number 9 wins this prize." So he called, and he was the winner. But what he didn't know is what he won. So they put him in a room They put him in a room with nothing in there, and the only way he could survive is winning shit off of like magazines. So the only way he could eat is winning shit off magazines. Only thing he could drink is what he wins off the magazines. So he went 3 days without eating, and then he finally won something. So he won a can of tuna. But how was he gonna open the tuna if he has no can opener?
Better start biting that shit.
You better saw that. You better fucking.
So basically,
stomp on it.
You can see like in the live stream, he's going insane. Like he's looking at the camera. He's like this. He bought rice. Like he won rice. But how was he gonna eat it?
Better eat that shit.
So throughout the whole live stream, so mind you, this is the most viewed live stream. Everybody's like entertained by this. So, but you could tell. Yeah, it's a real man's life. And he was normal. He was a comedian. He used to make, but you could see throughout the video, every day he would fall. Like he'll get crazier and crazier. He'll win a whole bunch of things off of it, but it was useless what he was winning because the only way you could survive.
Bro, that shows you how delicate the mind is, bro.
But not even saying delicate, nigga. You put me in an isolated room with nothing in it, I'm gonna die. Of course you're gonna go insane.
The hell do you think?
You can't eat. You can't drink water. Imagine his thirst, nigga. He was like SpongeBob in Sandy House. Water, like.
Niggas going insane.
Nigga, what people don't realize is like what type, and it was the thing is it was like basically that shit was like Squid Games. You know that, right?
Yeah, crazy ass.
You see how you like get picked and you want to win money, do this. That's basically what he thought. It's basically what they put him in, but he didn't know like what were the rules to the game.
Really going on.
So in order to win, imagine to win a can opener, you had to be caller number 8 or caller number 2. So you had to be like on it in order for you to survive. Nigga, that shit is insane. That shit is still by far the world's most viewed live stream.
Alright, now we got a little game.
We got a little game going.
What's better, McDonald's chicken nuggets or Wendy's chicken nuggets?
I'll go with McDonald's. I'm gonna stick with the OG McDonald's because McDonald's is a little more crispy.
I'm rocking with McDonald's every day. 20-piece with ranch back in my day.
Damn.
Damn. You eat this by yourself, Steve?
Try to touch it, nigga. This was serious.
Now what the fuck?
That's what I do. You not touching my 20-piece. If I order a 20-piece and you want some, I'm ordering you a 5-piece.
You're touching it.
Who? She getting a 5-piece. I'm gonna order a 5-piece.
Right, put me onto the ranch.
Doing the ranch for me.
What about you?
Now that's fitness. Fitness people.
McDonald's, bro.
You know what's crazy? They say everything is bad for you, like McDonald's, all that shit, like when you're into fitness. But you could literally find healthy things to eat at those places.
You can get a salad from Wendy's.
It's all about moderation, bro.
A salad from Wendy's.
It's all about moderation.
You can even get the nuggets. I think it's 4-piece nuggets. They're like 250 calories or something like that.
Like
160 for, but you see what I mean? You get your carbs, you get your protein. We don't know what type of protein. They're really fucking.
Now, should you eat that every day? Obviously not.
Obviously not.
It's moderation.
Like if you gotta survive, if you just worked a long, hard shift.
Nah, there is days where you're gonna have to eat outside, bro. Like this.
Of course, because if you work,
as a lifestyle person, like,
for me, for example, I wake up early and don't get out till late. So in the morning, I have to eat something that obviously I can survive with.
Sound quick.
So I work in New York. I'll be in the delis. For me, get myself a little chicken BLT wrap with a little water and some snacks.
Tight. What the snacks be fucking love them.
No, but the snacks healthy. Some peanuts, pistachios, things like that.
Okay.
Something that help me survive. For me, because obviously I'm not somebody who wants to gain any weight. I work out all the time, but what people don't realize is starving yourself does not help at all losing weight. If anything, is worse because when you do eat, you starve yourself throughout the day. When you do eat, your body now is going into like survival mode and it's using whatever you have.
That keto shit is dead, bro. I'm sorry. That's probably the worst diet.
Supposedly, people told me that
carbs.
A month into keto, your mouth starts tasting like metal.
You feel
like iron.
You feel like shit.
You lose iron. You lose your energy.
Like,
and don't get me wrong. People have gotten good results.
Oh no, yeah, you will. You will lose weight.
But the things that people say, like, oh, don't eat carbs, don't eat this, don't that. That's bullshit.
You shouldn't do it for a long period of time. Like I feel like it maybe like let's say you're in a calorie deficit, you can take a week and say this week I'm not eating carbs.
You could do that. Yeah, you could. Carbs is fuel, bro. You need that shit.
There's a lot of theories too with
You don't really need
with the
that
gym though. Like they say creatine, you're supposed to use it every day, even in a normal life. Like even if you don't hit the gym, you use creatine. No, but obviously creatine is found in other foods. Creatine isn't just found.
Pre-workout has creatine.
Yeah, just not as much. Not the regular doses that you're supposed to have every day. They say bench press is probably one of the worst workouts you can do. Because
they say that about the back squat too.
And deadlifts.
Deadlifts.
Everything that you're supposed to PR in, that people PR in, is bad for you.
It's bad for you. But the thing is, they say if you're not competing for anything, if you're not don't do it.
The most optimal, whatever.
Yeah. The way they want you is basically any workout that helps you burn fat and gain muscle quicker is like dumbbell workouts are probably one of the best workouts you could do. Every dumbbell workout. You could do RDLs with dumbbells. You could do anything with dumbbells. And those are the best workouts for you. They say
Smith machine.
The running, like people say running all the time is good for fat loss. But it depends when you run. See, that's people who are getting into the gym, this is advice for you. Before a workout, that's to build endurance.
But you're still going to burn fat.
You're still going to burn fat, but it's not as much as after a workout. You build more endurance before the workout because you're warming up your body. You're trying to get that stamina. You're trying to get your stamina up so you can survive the whole workout. But the thing is, before you get into the workout, for example, if you're a heavy lifter and you work out before, you're going to lose energy throughout the workout. Like, it won't hit the same.
If you run before you lift weights. That's what you meant to say.
What?
If you run before.
Yeah, what'd I say?
You said if you work out before.
Oh, yeah. If you run before you work out, you're going to lose energy throughout you're going to be tired. You're not going to be if you lift 70-pound dumbbells before, and you run before and then try to do that, you're not going to be able to do it for as many reps as you want.
Yo, and nice little hint. Don't ever do static codes before your workout. Right, Steve?
I didn't want to talk about that day.
Yo, bro. The other day, me, Steve, boom, chest day. Like, let's do static codes.
I know what we thought.
Like, that shit improves your bench. But we usually do it like after our workouts. That day we chose to do it out for rip.
Man, you're loading the bar with shit you can't even do.
Yeah, like you're supposed to go up like 20% over your max by third set. And yeah, bro, when we got to that, well, mind you, I put like 320 on the bar. Boom, whatever. That's what I said. We got to that incline. I couldn't even do 60s. And mind you, I'm a regular 80 to 110. Nah, I'm guessing.
And then plus you got
60 to 80?
Nah. I start off with 70, and depending on the days, I'll go 75, 80. Depending on the days, I'll go 70, 80, 90. Just happens.
I took probably like 2 weeks off the gym because of work. I was OD slacking. But when I went back, I finally learned, like, in order to build muscle the way you want to.
Probably like 2 months.
Yeah, probably like 2 months. No, not 2 months, guys. It's probably like a month. Like a month. Definitely like a month. So, when I went back, definitely like a month.
He's fucking lying.
I did not miss 2 months at the gym.
Boy, you was not in the gym in August. He was not in the gym in August.
Yes, I was.
No, he was not.
We were both in the gym.
Nah, you wasn't in the gym in August, bro.
So
He was not in the gym in August.
Bro,
2 months ago wasn't even in August. It was September. So you telling me I wasn't in the gym in
He
September?
wasn't in the gym in August.
Oh, wow. See, they trying to play me. But whatever.
We was in the gym in August every day. He was not with us.
I don't think he was
All right.
in August, bro.
So, I wasn't in the gym in August.
He
Whatever.
wasn't when we throwing shots at practice, nigga.
Y'all still lift more than me? Okay. Oh, back to what I was saying.
That's what matters.
When I got back, I realized you start with low weight, and you build your way up. You start with heavy weight off ribs. Like if I used to do 80 on the dumbbell bench to start, I probably started with like 50 now, because I gotta develop all those little muscles. This is for anybody starting the gym as well. If you're gonna start, develop your little muscles first. In high school, I started with 25s. 25 if I what?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You never just did a 25.
Dumbbell? I used to curl that in high school. I just wasn't as big as I was now. Now I could curl something more.
Nigga,
In high school.
In high school, you used to squat. You used to squat hella fucking weight.
Yeah, but that's when I started developing more.
Nah.
When I started in high school.
lying. That was off the rip, nigga.
Nah,
He was trying to deadlift 405. I was
Crazy. In high school, I couldn't deadlift 405. I have a failed 405 video.
Yeah, exactly, but that was your first rep.
I never could. I wasn't as strong as I was back then as I am now. If that make no, I'm not as strong.
You was strong in high school.
I was strong, but not as strong. So I started with 25, and then throughout I would try to
With 25, what?
Yeah, man.
Those curling?
Hey, man, say, man. All I know is I'm hitting 700.
every weight.
By the time
Every
I graduated, I'm
workout I
hitting
did
700 with
was
my dad,
25s.
nigga.
I didn't use nothing heavier than a 25 unless I'm going up in weight. After every set, if I started with a 25, I go 30 and then 35. But I'll never go past that because you have to first build the little muscles to really build everything else.
I'm hitting 700 by June.
And stretch.
Oh,
Stretch,
Steve
brothers.
say stretching serious.
Stretch is serious, brothers. If you don't want to be stiff,
my ankles, bro. I have to stretch.
if you don't want to be, if you don't want to be stiff,
Oh yeah.
stretch. Because when you don't stretch, yo, you feel like a fucking stick.
And don't give me none of them fucking 2-minute stretches, bro. No.
Nah, my brothers, get down there.
I know
30
funny
seconds.
shit. If you leave Steve stretching, he might stretch the whole time you do your workout.
I'll stretch. Bro, my stretching routine. I only stretch quickly when I'm with them.
Yeah,
if I was stretching realistically, I'd stretch for
The
the
thing is,
20 minutes.
I'm a gym goer, but I'm a really impatient gym goer.
I mean, we kind of have to be impatient at our gym. Okay, but if not, we're not getting a machine.
Yeah, that's the thing too. And I just be trying to get out of there. It's just like it's very crowded space. But I like the crowd. But I don't like the crowd sometimes.
That crowd be getting crazy, bro.
I like the crowd though, especially when I'm deadlifting. I feel like all eyes on me. Like the Tupac
All
shit.
eyes on me. Listen, boys.
He was the realest.
It's that time. Shout out my boy Civic the Barber. Bless me.
Wait, hold on.
What? Let it marinate. Let it marinate.
Do you find it offensive when somebody fixes your foam in the gym?
We're marinating?
Someone what?
Do you find it offensive when somebody fixes your form in the gym?
No. I'll try their way. If I don't like their way, or if I don't feel like their way is effective, I'm gonna stick to my routine. I'm always try, cause you know you're learning something new every day. I'm not a professional lifter.
But there is people that have a lot of ego. And
Yeah, and won't take it into consideration. But if you're at the gym and somebody's
ego.
trying to fix your, first off, if somebody bigger than you is trying to fix your form,
I think you should listen to them.
you should test it out, bro.
Honestly,
I don't know, find it, cause at the end of the
I
day,
don't know.
you
If you're
don't
bigger
know.
than me, yeah, I'm gonna take it into consideration.
Even if you're not bigger than me.
No, but
I
there
have
is
to
a
think
lot
about
of
it.
there is a lot of
No. Even if you're not bigger than
Yeah.
me, the thing is, you don't have to be bigger than me. One thing is, if you've been coming to the gym, if you've been working out most of your life, and you've been through some injuries, and you've been lifting, if you've been doing the same exercises we do, and you feel like to prevent injury, you're helping me out by telling me do this form or use a different grip, I'm gonna take that into consideration, and I'm gonna try it out. And of course, if the form is better, I'm gonna use it. And if it could prevent injuries, I'm gonna still use it. Cause at the end of the day, the last thing I want to do in the gym is get hurt. Like for example, I posted my 545 deadlift. Hella niggas on my dick. They was on my dick for real.
Nah, but there's a difference between like I just feel like sometimes
There's a way to say it. There's a way to say
niggas just
it.
be like
There
they
is a
don't
way to
wanna
say
see
it.
you doing that shit. Like there's a difference between trying to help you
And there's a nigga that
and then there's hating.
there's
There's a lot of niggas that hate.
You gotta say it a certain way.
You gotta just see how. I've taken advice though from niggas, and there's some niggas I haven't taken advice from, and I just tell them like, what the fuck you saying to me? But,
The way,
When you switch to the forehand grip, right? It felt better or not?
of course, cause now there was less stress on my biceps. So there was a
See how we used to do the switch?
on Instagram there was a guy that commented. He said check your DMs in a few.
Opposite.
He texted me like a whole paragraph. He's a
oh
bodybuilder.
yeah, but I just never told you.
He's a
I really
bodybuilder.
switched to that though, yeah.
He's a bodybuilder, and he texted me. He was like, "Yo, instead use the overhand grips because you're putting less stress on your bicep. A bicep tear is scary, and also takes a lot of time to recover. So next time I tried it, it felt weird at first because all my life I've been doing switch grip, especially when I lift heavy. So what I've been doing is I've been when I tried out the overhand, I felt less stress on my bicep, and I felt like I could pull a little more. At first, it was uncomfortable, but of course, you gotta get comfortable with the uncomfortable. You feel what I'm putting down?
Remember Chris told us in like August?
Yeah.
I was deadlifting once and he was like, "Yo, usually what I used to do when I deadlifted was when I would be up to like 3 plates, I'll do overhand like regular, and then when I'll get to like 4, I'll switch it. Cause I just felt like it was easier. But then he told me, he was like, "Yo, have you ever tried like going heavy on overhand? Cause your forearms look like they don't shake or nothing. Usually people when they do overhand, they like their forearms are shaking and shit." And I was like, "Nah," and I tried it and it was better. Like it felt lighter. And I've been doing it ever since.
One thing so when you hop in the gym, you start lifting heavy. One thing you have to train your mind to do: stop being scared. For example, me, I squatted 445 one time. After that, but now I can't do that shit to save my life, and it's not because I can't bring it up. It's because my mind won't let me.
It's the mental, bro.
So one time I lifted 400, even 400 I lifted, and I brought it up, try to set up, and then I thought about it way too much, and I put it back. I was like, "Nah, I can't do this shit." It was a mental block I was having, and now I'm not squatting as heavy as I was, and that's because I'm just not going up that much. I'm just not going up that much anymore. Like I'm sticking to like 3, maybe 4 if I'm feeling good, but I'm sticking to like 3 and a 25. So just train your mind to like really.
You gotta be strong mentally before you're strong.
Before you try to do anything, especially for those that try to compete. For those that try to compete, salute to you, because that's a mental thing.
You, brother.
You gotta be locked in, bro. Like there do be days where I try to go heavy and I'll do it, but like as heavy as I did with squat, especially, and I'll do it, but it's like I'm still scared. I think it's more like, bro, it's social media, bro. It's like when you see I have it in my mind, like, yeah, I'm gonna squat heavy, boom. I go on TikTok, see niggas doing 7,000. A nigga's knees like this.
Yeah, word, or some crazy shit like
some
that.
Weird shit, bro. And I'm like, that's my sign. Don't do it.
Nah, that shit is crazy.
Gotta change smart sometimes.
But shout out.
Time of the day.
Shout out to all my small local businesses and also entrepreneurs and also strippers and OnlyFans or users, everything you use. Shout out to them. For example, Civic the Barber. My boy blessed me this weekend, you feel me? Civic the Barber.
Speaking of the gym, my boy asked Smurfy Swole, man.
Smurfy Swole.
He out there doing his thing, bro. He out there doing his thing.
I hope he get his personal trainer.
Niggas
certificate? He hop on that.
Niggas is not ready. My man's is really a demon.
Bro.
But you
my
feel me?
man's is a demon.
We got Civic the Barber. We got Smurfy Swoles. We got Braids by Amelia. Who else? We got Leonardo Detailing.
Leonardo
Details.
Matos Home Detailing. AX Beauty Code.
Man, shout out to all of them. Shout out all of them.
Braids by Amelia.
The one that's creating the hoodie.
Doubtful.
Bond Create. Doubtful Apparel. Hold on.
No Pump Podcast.
No Pump Podcast. Come on now.
We back.
Man, shout out to all my small local businesses, strippers, entrepreneurs, OnlyFans users.
Luxury Nails, the Liz Beauty Bar.
We got so many.
There's just so many. You feel me?
Right,
this hella shit, bro.
We're gonna bring them out. Hopefully one day they could come up here as guests and they could talk about their start, their journey, their hustle, bro. Everything. You feel me?
Come up
for me. Shout out all small local businesses, entrepreneurs, or strippers, or OnlyFans users, all that good side hustle,
all that good shit,
all that good stuff, helping you make up and get a good career. You feel me? Make it back.
It's that time of the motherfucking day.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Man, it's that time of the day. No Pump Podcast, you feel me? Stay tuned. You already know. Stay tuned. We're going to stay consistent. 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 But you already know. No te metas con nadie para que no te lo metan.
Keep your head on a swivel.